What is going on, everyone? Commodore lads today brings us my live reaction to Jujutsu Kaisen manga chapter 171. Now, the chapter's finally come out. We are back from break. We're done with the holidays. We are here today to read the latest installment in Akutama Gege's up-and-coming masterpiece. And guys, the time is finally now, man. Chimera Shadow Garden season. Not Chimera Garden Shadow. Chimera Shadow Garden season, man. I know the translation last time that we read it, they kind of muffed things, but you have to remember too, in consideration that, well, actually, I don't know, because they have been translating for a little while since the switch up because of reasons we're not going to talk about in here, but regardless. Last chapter, Megumi versus Reggie. I ain't gonna lie, it's been delivering for me right now, okay? Reggie with the receipts, he's able to manifest like a whole bunch of different things, you know, whether it's, you know, recover himself, you know, with the whole 3 days and 3 nights spa thing that was going on, summoning the mopeds, the trucks, all that. It's one of those abilities that if you're in a JRPG, I feel like you kind of want that technique. You know, whatever he's doing right now with the receipts, you need that kind of curse technique in your arsenal when you're roaming the lands and all that. And it's come useful so far in the fight against Megumi. I mean, he's holding his own too. I ain't gonna front. He's holding his own. He's getting some hits in, landing some shots that most people probably wouldn't be able to get in there. So Reggie is not to be overlooked. However, there's a reason why Megumi brought this man to the gym. Because for his barrier, for the domain to work, confined space is right here, and it's time. So it's probably not going to be a complete domain expansion, more than likely what the comments were saying last week. When I went back and read the chapter again, it makes more sense that he brought him into space because of that reason. So Megumi hopefully is able to get it done now, as I feel like this fight has already reached, you know, its boiling point, and we need to see the result now. And then what happens from there after? Does Megumi go and regroup with Yuji? But right now, we got to get rid of Reggie. So, without further ado, let's get into it, man. Chapter 171 of Jujutsu Kaisen. And look at my guy, man. Yo, the crazy eye and everything. The blood, throwing up the signs and stuff. Domain expansion. Oh, and look at that. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Do you see what's on the left side? That's correct translation, baby. Chimera Shadow Garden. Love to see it. Let's see. I'll see the translator afterwards. But shout out to them for actually looking at the at VAR, and then they overturned the ruling and stuff on the field. Man, you all do a better job than the Premier League. I'll tell you that. You make a mistake, you try and fix it. But of course, we need more improvements over time and stuff for other reasons. But anyways, chapter 171, Tokyo #1 Colony, Part 11. It's so crazy to me, like how much this reminds me of JoJo in some ways with some of their arcs, where it's like Part 1, 2, like all these further parts in the mini arcs within each part and stuff. But what the hell is that thing though in the back? Like it's so hard to make out. Like the last 2 weeks since we had a chapter, I've been trying to think like what it could be, and I just come to the point that, you know what, it's something from the beyond. I don't know. It's something from the beyond. To see Reggie with the stance and stuff, and you see the things like spreading out and stuff. Megumi, he's holding onto his hands and stuff. Like I don't know if he's the one. Yeah, it has to be the one shaking because Reggie's hands are out. But he knows if something's off. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yo, listen, Reggie last chapter was like, "Gonda to?" But then he's like, "Korewa." Yo, this man. Historic technique, hollow wicker basket. Oh, bro. So he had his own little simple domain too. That's crazy. So he didn't predict that Megumi would have one. But that didn't mean I didn't have one, bro. Okay, I respect it. Hollow wicker basket is the original form of new shadow style. Simple shadow style. Do tell. Simple domain. And neutralizes a domain to negate the guaranteed hit. You gave him that ability, Gege? Are you? Oh my god! Oh my god, yo! So this man has his own cheat code within the cheat code. Okay, too bad. And he gets grabbed at all by the frogs. I was about to say the frogs from underneath. He's like, huh? What? And they go and grab him right for both his legs. When Jogo and Hanami used domain amplification in Shibuya, it was powerful enough to include a curse technique that was sure to kill, but they refrained from doing so, thereby freeing capacity to pour in Gojo's curse technique and neutralize the limitless curse technique. Now, this is what I don't understand, is that how the readers are us. We know this information. Megumi does not know this, right? So I don't know if this is Gege's way of saying, like, to remind the readers of, like, because the scenario is similar to what we saw before. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you have to also factor in, like, because we're looking right now from a technical point of view from where Megumi is right now handling his business with Reggie. But I'm guessing right now this is Gege's way of saying, okay, I'm focusing back on the reader. This, you got to remember this, because we're about to apply this to from before what's happening now. So, but they refrain from doing so, thereby freeing capacity to pour in Gojo's curse technique and neutralize the limitless curse technique. Hollow Wicker Basket and Simple Domain cannot neutralize curse techniques themselves. He's like, how did he hit me? And of course. These maneuvers neutralize barriers imbued with a curse technique to nullify the guaranteed hit. Of course. However, Fushiguro's domain is incomplete, which we know. Bro, look at the look on his face. He's scared to death. Oh my god. Since Fushiguro forcibly enclosed the barrier by converting the gymnasium as his own domain, which is why he brought him here in the first place, the enclosed barrier does not incorporate a can't miss attack. Oh my god, look at his face in the darkness! Let's go, my boy! As of now, Chimera Shadow Garden serves merely to extend the 10 Shadows technique and expand its potential to 120%. Oh my god, he's about to cook. Oh my god, listen. I was gonna call him a monster, but you know what? He might be too. But when a mangaka does the shading, the blending into the darkness and stuff, with a character like dressed in black and stuff, man, and with that kind of face, bro, that's the epitome of rawness and swag, dude. Yo, not snickering anymore, huh? However, that very imperfection caught Reggie Star off guard. You punk! Don't think you've won. Dash right away. And yo! Oh boy, swinging right at this man. Oh, he piecing him up. Look at the hits. Of course, the frog's still tied in. My man is just going in on him with the kicks, with the punches. He threw a knee in there. I'm telling you, he's watching UFC events to making sure that he's doing what he's supposed to be doing right now. Look at them hits. You see the blood, the beat down right now that Reggie's taking. Okay, he busts out the knife. Yeah, he busts out the knives because we saw from last chapter, and he cuts right through the tongues of the frogs. And then he summons like this huge sword. Well, not a huge sword, but it's almost like a short sword, basically. But he goes in. Oh my god, this boy's the truth. He's the truth. Wait a sec. From underneath, as soon as I see the shadow, I'm like, oh god, he's going to get smoked. He comes from underneath, grabs him by the leg, and he's just like looking like, whoa, what the hell? Where'd my ankles go? He just broke my ankles. He didn't even have the ball on him anymore. You got ankle breakered without the ball in possession. Do you know how much talent that takes from Megumi? Come on, man. He goes, dragon throw. You start dragon throw him? No. He was going to go for the swing. But Reggie, in the meantime, as it looks like he's going to try and connect him, right in there with the sword, tries to get the block in, but no. It catches him with the elbow. Oh, come on, man. He's on the John Jones tapes. Oh, my God. No, I love that. Because it made you think for 1 second, that top half panel, that Reggie had a chance with the block. But as soon as Megumi swings him with the elbow, his wraps. And he busts him cleanly open, too, man. Nose, mouth, or gushing out with the blood. I get it. His clones and Shishikigami took physical form before hitting me. So this barrier doesn't have a can't miss attack. And he's throwing the receipts. Listen, man. You're the only receipt you're going to need is the one you're taking to heaven after, man. Because they're going to be taking... Actually, no, I should say you've been going to hell. Never mind, you're going to hell. They're going to see the receipt in heaven and tell you you're not getting your return. You're going back down, buddy. The increased function of the curse technique due to the domain is incredible. This is worse than a can't miss domain. If he brings out that elephant and showers me with water in here, I'll be limited to half of what I can do and probably lose. Oh my god, Megumi is, that is Toji's son. That is Toji's son. They both have a working brain and can form plans, man. It's not just the rawness that they come with, man. They got plans. But I won't let that happen, and that's so me. And he just throws up the receipts like they're $1 bills. That receipt didn't just come off. He released it. Knew it. Too slow. Yo, and this man just summoned like the ocean itself. Or what, a river or something. But he's just draining up all the cars and stuff, it looks like. Oh, he's going for a whirlpool. That's probably what it is. It has to be that. Because it wouldn't be quicksand because we would be sand. But no, it's a whirlpool right now he's bringing in. I knew it. I had to reinforce my footing with cursed energy so I wouldn't be sucked in. This whole domain is your shadow. Being able to store and take things out of it must be handy. But I noticed something. You don't have many weapons in stock. I've only seen the one paltry curse technique. With such a low capacity, maybe you have to always save room for yourself. Or, you see of course with the underneath him, the shadow with the weapon. Oh man. Maybe you're forced to bear the weight of what you keep stored in your shadow. And you know what's actually wild to me though? This doesn't just apply itself only to the weapon, because if we go into the character of Megumi, that line actually has a lot more weight than we believe. Oh man, Gege's actually nuts for that. Like, as soon as you come to that, I already know. Oh. Don't hit me with the poetic greatness and then the masterclass at the same time. If you do that, bro, it's over for me. That's it, isn't it? I've used the domain's conditions against you. Your current weight is approximately 2.4 tons, equal to 3 passenger vehicles. It seems your clones couldn't handle it, but maybe you can still bring out a Shikigami, so I won't lose sight of my footing. And keep it piling on until your own weight crushes you. And the smile. Oh, it's over. It's over. You let him smile. You let him smile. You know what you just did, Reggie? You know what you just did? You just let the man smile. Oh, he about to cook you, bro. It's time. You missed something. An incomplete domain is still a domain. Oh, no, it's gonna be double. It's gonna be double. It's gonna be a double. Yo! It's a double! Yeah! My man, bro. Nah, bro, listen, no, this has to be said. This has to be said. There is a shadow above you. No, bro. The man summoned the elephant like he's supposed to be a better version of Madara. What are you gonna do about the second one? What are you gonna do about the elephant? Because the elephant cleared the meteor right now, man. Look at that! And he just slams this thing down. Oh, bro, look at the crazy face. Nah, Megumi with the crazy face is a top tier elite character in fiction, man. There's no cap around that statement. No cap. When he got the crazy face on, you saw what he did with the cursed finger bearer? Going back to freaking the death painting arc? That look on his face? Don't worry about it, whatever. Like, that's fine. Like, no, man. When he did that face, oh god. Now he brought that thing back. And you see Reggie's face, he turns like, no. Like, he's just like, what? Thing slams him down, and you see the pressure being applied. Like, his face, like, oh, goddamn. Who's getting crushed first? Reggie. Oh, like, yo. Oh, man. That's the end of the chapter. Like, give me more, bro. I'll fight this man. Oh, I was really hoping up right there. It was going to be the end of the fight, but it looks like next week. It's going to be next week. It's going to be next week, man. But, oh, the tides have been turned again. Literally, the tides have itself been turned, man. But, oh my god, nah, man. This is a fight right here. Not even just with the hands and feet. Like, the techniques being utilized. The domains being utilized. The trickery being utilized. This is an elite fight right here, man. Oh my god. I can't believe I said going into this chapter, there's a chance that it could be done right here. Nah. Reggie pulls up with the hollow wicker basket with the hopes that he could be able to negate the guaranteed hit, but nah, man. As we saw going back to what happened with the Gojo fight with Jogo and Hanami, and then the stuff after with Uyui against the freaking the Pox deity one, I believe, right? Smallpox deity. That's not the case. Not the case at all. But like, it's so nuts to me, bro, because the fact that Megumi's like, he's factoring in Chimera Shadow Garden just to serve the Ten Shadow style. Like, do you understand what Megumi's going to become at the end of the story once he actually masters these things? Like, there's an argument, he could literally be a top 3 shaman, literally, in the series if he ends up mastering it, like, at least, minimum. You got argue top 2, whatever, but then it depends on where you have after Gojo with Yuji, wherever he goes after. But it's like, oh my god. What a freaking monster this dude is. He really is the son of Toji. Like, we really need to see the mom eventually so I can know exactly, like, if there's some essence of her that's within this kid. Because if this is all Toji, that's wild. And then the pureness that's within him is probably from the mom's side. But regardless, though, this fight, man, like, I don't know if this is, like, what I was asking for, really, when it came to these two going at it. But Gege delivered a great fight here, and depending on its conclusion, this could easily be a top 5 fight in the series. Easy. Like, just off the technique, off the physicality going in, the surprises and that, like, oh, man, I was... just craziness all around, like. But nah, maybe you're forced to bear the weight of what you keep storing in your shadow. Like, it's not even just off the fact that he's holding on to the weapons, he's holding on to what he's feeling inside too, because of the stuff that he's gone through, man. Like that, it's, bro, reading between the lines with that, it's crazy. And the fact that he even, like, darkens it into, like, the text, where he's like, you keep on piling it on until your own shadow or your own weight crushes you. Like, it's nuts, man. Gege's writing is just so damn good. But we have to assume this is going to be the end of the fight next chapter. Like, it has to be. If we get another curveball that just says, nah, we're going to keep this thing going, but I would have to believe 172 is the end of the fight. Like, it has to be the end of the fight. And Reggie's going to get smoked. Like, do you see that, man? He summoned the elephant like the meteor. Madara, come outside, man. That's how you do it, okay? Oh my god. Love to see it, man. But yo, amazing Jujutsu Kaisen chapter. You more or less will know what my rating is when it comes to this chapter. Like, a chapter like this that gives me the fight intensified, more depth added to it. Again, reading in between the lines by the text of what these people are saying to each other and what it means, because if you know the story already up to this point for that character and everything they've been through, like, the way behind it is crazy. But next chapter, we got to be done the fight. But I want to know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What you think about the fight itself. Has Reggie impressed you more now than he did last chapter? Because I would feel, and I'm just speaking for myself, I felt he was done here. If you felt that wasn't the case, or you felt it was, again, comment down below what you thought of the way Reggie's handled himself here in this fight, and how Megumi is done for himself as well. And how do you actually see it ending next chapter? Like, it has to be next chapter. If it isn't, I'll be shocked if it's not. But we should be getting the conclusion of the fight next week. And let me know also down in the comments, as of right now, where does this fight rank for you before we get its end? Like, if it has a fire ending to the fight, what do you see this being in your rankings for Kaisen fights overall? But, oh man, I gotta reread this chapter again. I can't wait to reread this fight in general once it's all completed again, just to assure myself of the same feelings that I'm feeling right now. But thoughts down in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. If you want to be part of the weekly experience when it comes to my coverage of Jujutsu Kaisen week in, week out, subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell at Shandora. Stay up to date with everything that goes on the channel. With that being said, I will catch you guys next Sunday for chapter 172 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Hopefully we get the conclusion of the fight. And then afterwards, we'll see whether or not it's top 5. But right now, man, right now, is a good chance it could be. And, God Chimera Shadow Garden season coming in, man, as it should. So Commodore lad signing off. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, take care.
Going crazy, yeah, we going crazy. I'm with the team, yeah, we going